Nearly 6 bodies now removed from a far south side funeral home, many of them decomposing. CBS News Chicago investigator Dave Savini joining us now. And Dave, this is not the first time that these owners have been accused of improperly storing human remains.
That's right, Suzanne. And we exposed violations at this crematory they once ran, and now there are more violations at this funeral home they are operating. The owners face dozens of civil lawsuits, and there are calls for them to face criminal charges.
It is really disgusting and upsetting to find out that they're still at it. And I had said back then, these folks will figure out a way to circumvent the system.
Illinois State Comptroller Susana Mendoza is talking about the owners of a Southside funeral home and their Chicago Heights crematorium that was shut down for mishandling bodies last year.
I'm Dave Savini from CBS. I want to show you some photos.
After we exposed its operators stacking bodies in trailers without refrigeration, wrapped in plastic, and tagged incorrectly.
There's bugs in the photos. They're in plastic. They're in sheets.
The crematorium's owner, Clark Morgan, now runs this Southside funeral home, South Chicago Chapel, where a tip led investigators to a gruesome discovery: the remains of more than 50 people, all in various states of decomposition. Inspectors reporting rodent infestation and maggot infestation of the bodies. The funeral home's director, Clark Morgan's wife, Johanna Morgan, her license suspended immediately by the state after discovering the bodies. Neighbors living nearby telling us they noticed a strong odor coming from the building for months.
Like a dead mouse.
I don't know how there's not like a microscope on this entity. You know, the Morgans are literally like run a house of horrors in their businesses.
Mendoza immediately shut down the crematorium last year, and she says while she believes criminal charges are warranted in that case, it has not happened yet. She says in this latest case her hands are tied because she only handles crematories, and funeral homes are regulated by the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation.
You know, we could prevent this from happening, I think, more so in the future if both of these institutions were regulated by one entity instead of multiple places.
We also asked the Morgans for a statement and have not received one yet. Mendoza was hoping at least one law enforcement agency would have pursued criminal charges for the crematory violations, and maybe that could have stopped this current situation from happening again, Suzanne. And it's just amazing that we exposed all that kind of behavior happening already once before, and there it is again.
I know you're going to be staying on top of it. Thanks so much, Dave.